Brew day. Today, doing a Flanders Red style ale. Why I call it style is because I'm not from the Flanders area. This beer is not from the Flanders area. So, in respect to them, Flanders style ale. I'm not going to do a whole history thing on this because it's not authentically what the style is. But, you know, obviously it's a very traditional Belgian sour beer. What I'm going to do with this, though, is put it on the dregs of my sour Blond, which was the sour black, which was at age 10 months. I did a video on the tasting of that. I'll throw in the description below. Then I put a blonde beer on it. That's ready to keg, and that's today. Then today, brewing a Flanders Red style and putting that back onto the slurry. So now I'll have a black beer out of it, a blonde beer, and now a Flanders Red style. How I'm making this red, I did a red ale about not that long ago. It was a red IPA, and I got it pretty red. So I'm copying the recipe on that pretty much. I had Vienna malt in that recipe, I just took that out, but other than that, it's almost exactly the same. Oh, I think I'm doing chocolate malt instead of Carafa 3. No hops in this. I did no hops in my last one for this beer, for the Sour Blonde. Same thing with this. I need to go 10 IBUs or under, really, to prevent so lactobacillus can do their thing. Above 10 IBUs, it's going to be harder. And at 10 IBUs, the course of 10 months to a year, I'm not even going to taste it anyway. So I'm just taking it out. And that's it. So the yeast is whatever the bacteria is, whatever is in that 3-gallon carboy. And then I'm going to boil for 60 minutes because I want to get a little more color out of this. My estimate, I'm going for about 15. I'll boil for an hour anyway to help with the Maillard reactions that can happen in the boil. A little more oomph in the color there. So yeah, let's get it started. Snack food to the brew day. Yet again, this time I'm locked out of my apartment. Sarah left to work, locked the back door, can't get in. The laptop's inside with the recipe. I don't know my mashing temp. I think I'm targeting 155. I think the water needs to get to 162 degrees Fahrenheit. I'm kind of guessing on that. It sounds right to me. I tried to find it on the cloud through Beersmith on their website. It doesn't tell me my mashing target water temp. So we'll see. I got into the apartment. My landlord just came home, saved the day. 153. Damn. Well, I missed it a little bit, but it'll still convert. I'll still get some longer sugar chains. It was 162 degrees Fahrenheit. Man, I still missed my target a little bit. That's unfortunate. So whatever, I'm 2 degrees off. It's not the end of the world. I'll still get a good sour out of it, I imagine. 'Everybody's at the record house, rocking at the record. Going for 1043, hit 1043. Got 3.5 gallons pre-boil. The boil is about to start. We're on track. I'm loving it. I'm going to throw a gram of calcium chloride here at the beginning of the boil. To help with the mouthfeel later on. Sour beer can get pretty thin. Might be a little overkill. And maybe at the end, if it's too thin, I can add calcium chloride at kegging or bottling. But I'll try it ahead of time now and see if it makes a difference. 1054. Boom, 1055 post boil. I'll take it. While that is cooling down, I'm gonna take the slurry off this, put it into a cup, and then pitch that cup back into the finished beer, or the finished wort, I should say. You know what I'm saying. Okay, that should be enough to do the job. Now, I have these old vials I keep around, or I used to keep around. I'm gonna save some of this yeast, because, or the slurry I should say, because I love it. This beer's been going well, and it's nice to have some around in case this goes bad, future batches don't work out, I can always reuse it. I think I have a little funnel somewhere. Oh! What happened? What happened? Oh my god, it broke my fucking hydrometer doing this. There's like no weight on there. That is so annoying. Ideally, one would ferment this in a bigger container, and then once it's done fermenting, fill a different container to the top. This has been doing well sitting on the yeast the entire time. The yeast cake, I should say. So I'm gonna go with what's been working. All right. Give a little swirl, make sure the yeast is all in there. Get a little oxygen in there for initial fermentation. The last one was done in like 6 months, but I failed to do anything about it. I had to go for another 3 months or 4 months after that. Shouldn't do that. This I'm gonna be on this one. I'm gonna test it probably 3-4 months from now. Take a gravity reading then. Then if it's stable after that, I'll probably just keg it. And yeah, so I think this will be done in about 6 months max. That's my guess. And yeah, so no, hold on. I did some things wrong in this. I did some things I don't like in the video. Let me explain. I have some yeast I should put into this, and I didn't. This is a leftover yeast. Put it into a tube from the London 3 IPA I did recently. I realized that all the slurry I put in there over the course of like a year, it couldn't hold up to initial fermentation. So this is day 3. Today is Tuesday, January 23rd, and it just, nothing's happening. Look at this, nothing. I need to add fresh yeast to this to have this really ferment. I just added this vial, which was like this much. That should be enough for the amount of sugars I have in here at 1054. Second to that, the style, I should just call this a sour red. Not even a Flanders red style. So Flanders red style is not even close to my recipe. I mean, it's somewhat in color, but for the Flanders red style, you're looking at Vienna malt, which I took out, Munich malt sometimes, Pilsner malt. They often add up to 20% flaked maize or unmalted wheat, up to 20%. I didn't do any of that. I just threw some flaked oats in there. I also didn't mash high enough. I should have mashed closer to 158, and I was at 153, going for 155. That was a whiff on my end on that side of it. I'll try to do updates along the way through Barley and the Hops, which is my Instagram, and on Twitter. My Twitter's Barley and the Hop, I think. And I guess, either way, I think it'll be okay. That's not obviously true to any style. So I feel good getting that off my chest. Thank you for watching. Like, subscribe, all that good stuff. And stay tuned for more. It's coming. It's coming. More's coming. I only broke the top. I should be able to still use it, right?